Hello?
Justin?
I told you! I don't write Perry Bible Fellowship!
Right. No, Justin, it's Nick. Remember me? The guy with the review show. Hey, you want to review a terrible movie with me?
I don't watch terrible movies. I watch Gymkata. You want to watch Gymkata?
I have something better.
Better than Gymkata.
Yes.
And it's not Gymkata.
We're watching Dragon Ball Evolution.
Well, okay.
Crap damn, I have a guest star.
I can't believe I'm working with a nostalgia critic.
Nick Izumi knows a lot. Nick Izumi hits the spot. Nick Izumi does reviews, and he hopes you like them too. In all his animated glory, he'll talk about another story.
Welcome to the show, Justin.
What happened to me? And what's your deal?
I haven't been paying for the third dimension. Studios are cheaper that way.
What?
So how do we even start this?
I'm thinking about how to end this.
Let's just break this down.
So, the story hits its high point at the 20th Century Fox logo.
That is iconic music.
So I don't remember Dragon Ball super well, but I thought it was happy and fun.
Oh yeah, the adventures of Goku, monkey-tailed adventurer, martial artist, and eater of all things. What started as a fun and cartoony take on a Buddhist epic, Journey to the West, became a comedy martial arts series that spanned continents, planets, and even dimensions.
I seem to recall a lot of grunting.
There was that too.
Well, your summary of Dragon Ball was pretty good. Too bad the writers didn't read it before making this movie. Goku is a white teenager bullied by everyone despite being ripped and possessing superpowers, which he has no problem using.
Maybe it's just a weird school.
They do have a virtual teacher. Look at it. Anyway, Goku doesn't give a damn about fighting, he just wants to get the girl in this classic teenage coming-of-age story.
It's kind of like Dragon Ball, but as envisioned by the CW. Chi-Chi throws a house party, you have the most typical movie bullies ever, and when the actual plot does get going, there's even more cliches. You better believe the prophecy at the beginning is 100% true. But the worst part is, despite this, everything is happening because the plot needs it to. This plot is hinging on the aforementioned prophecy that if Spike from Buffy Piccolo collects the Dragon Balls in time for an eclipse, he can never be stopped.
Bad guys are doing stuff because they're bad. Master Roshi offers his help because he didn't understand a nursery rhyme until today. And Goku has to become Sasquatch because there needs to be a monkey scene because... What's this based on?
Dragon Ball.
Is this anything like the cartoon? I don't think anyone who worked on this wanted to make a Dragon Ball movie.
Well, Fox had the rights to Dragon Ball, but they bought them back when Dragon Ball Z was actually culturally relevant.
And then this movie came out like a million years after that.
The characters in this are so not who they're supposed to be based on. It was almost funny, but it's not.
They gave the best actor the role of Master Roshi, but couldn't be bothered to give him a turtle shell, a beard, or even a simple pair of sunglasses.
I am Muten Roshi, the Invincible!
grandfather is dead.
Master Roshi looked old in the cartoon. In this, he looks like a middle-aged burnout. And all of that wouldn't be so bad if you would act like Master Roshi. Chow Yun-Fat's Roshi is actually pretty interchangeable with Grandpa Gohan. They're both just your average Mr. Miyagi knockoffs. He's hardly even a pervert. He's embarrassed by Bulma seeing his swimsuit mags.
The only reason that would make manga Roshi embarrassed would be if people started thinking he didn't have real porn.
Also, speaking of Bulma, don't expect to actually see a charming inventor. Instead, we get an action girl with lasers!
And there's Yamcha.
Whoa!
What the hell is wrong with him? He's like a Ninja Turtle taking off his costume to reveal the ugly dude inside.
Let's address the elephant in the room. It's white Goku. It's really hard to justify taking a character from a Japanese comic based on a Chinese mythological figure and making him a white guy.
Some of you might be saying, but Goku's an alien. He's a Saiyan.
Saiyan?
Potato, tomato. Anyway, you might say, but he's an alien. He could be any race. Why can't that race be white? Well, it's a little awkward when the only Asian actors in the movie are supporting parts, such as henchmen, love interests, stereotype senseis, and this douchebag.
Our lead hero and our main baddie are both white guys. And you know that decision was made because the studio didn't want to make people uncomfortable. So instead we have a regular white superhero kid who's horny as everyone else, but you know he's an outcast because someone's gotta pick on him.
I don't think any actor could play this well, though.
Oh, yeah, no matter what or how good the actor they are, it won't fix bad direction and a bad script. Especially when you know that the director actually argued with Emmy Rossum that Bulma shouldn't have any purple or blue in her hair. You just know he didn't care. Even James Marsters claimed that the reason that he took the part of Piccolo was because he didn't think the studio cared, and it shows. Did you know they didn't even make Piccolo green until post-production?
Dodge that bullet. Film saved. Okay, they did put in some effort. They do have the capsule vehicles. Those were about what they should be. They eventually put Goku in his outfit from the show, but it just looks awful.
And he's the only one wearing his comic outfit.
At least they didn't put Chi-Chi in that god-awful thing. That'd make the horny Goku dreams really awkward. Goku's hair is like an allegory for this movie. Even when they try, they half-ass it.
You know, I really don't think they wanted to make a Dragon Ball movie.
No?
Well, look at this. There's the car from Transformers, Goku does the Lord of the Rings freak out when he touches the Dragon Ball, and they airbend.
Shadow Crane Strike is the most basic of all the airbending techniques.
Hell, I think they wanted to be Spider-Man.
I'm not following.
So in the anime and manga, Goku kills his grandpa when he turns into a giant monkey. But he doesn't remember it. It's kind of a dark origin moment that sets out just how out of control he gets when he transforms.
Well, I'm sure a bunch of Fox executives in suits felt uncomfortable with that.
Well, exactly. So instead, they decide to make him Spider-Man. He gets picked on at school, he lusts after the girl next door, he lives with an elderly but non-parental father figure who gives him advice and keeps repeating that same advice. He promises something to the non-parental father figure, but skips out because of something selfish, and while he's gone, the NPFF is killed, guilting the hero into being responsible for the rest of the film.
Hey, are tournament rings supposed to be shaped like that?
No.
Oh. Every actor in the movie seems to have the same feelings I did.
Which was?
Wake me up when it's over. Like, I don't even know if Goku was really trying to fight Piccolo so much as he was fighting emotions. And everyone else is like, are we Asian or are we dancer?
How is Goku supposed to be an awkward, wimpy kid anyway?
He spends 0.5 seconds like that. He's a punching jerk for the rest of the movie.
You know who's really carrying this movie?
James Marsters. Now, he was on Buffy, so he was used to shows with low budgets and bad CG. But that also means he was probably used to better writing. He was still doing his best with what he got.
Which is about 15 minutes tops.
I guess Justin Chatwin and Emmy Rossum are really good in the TV show Shameless, so maybe it's not their fault. But this probably isn't one of the highlights of their resumes. You know, Ron Perlman actually dodged a bullet on this one. He was supposed to play Piccolo.
Way luckier than the Ghostbusters guy.
What?
That's Ernie Hudson.
Oh my god, that totally is. How bad was he behind on his rent?
We could sum this up as not the strongest cast.
But the guy who played the bully, his actual name was Texas Battle.
What?
I feel like special is the right word for this. Like, this would look really great if this was a straight-to-video movie from 1998.
Did they get the same effects guy who did The Last Airbender? Like, instead of energy beams, we get ethereal hazes. The final fight looks like the Soul Chamber from Mortal Kombat broke out.
The key attacks in this are embarrassing.
Make it glow, number one.
So I think the biggest mistake is Goku as Ozaru. 'Cause he's the Hulk Sasquatch.
He never has the tail.
Yeah, I didn't get that, because Goku only transforms when an eclipse happens, and he didn't know he did this, but also he's only 18, and that's a major plot point. But they also say that Hulk Squatch was Piccolo's servant thousands of years ago, so, like, what's up with that?
That bothers you? I was gonna say he just stops being a monkey because he feels like it.
All that still can't top the two most anticlimactic scenes in the entire movie. The final fight between Goku and Piccolo is hilarious in just how many levels it fails to make sense. But boy, is it funny.
Then there's the dragon. It looks like a Dayglow garter snake in the sky.
It's almost as embarrassing as the dance Goku does to summon it. When did he learn that anyway?
If you keep asking questions, we may be here a while. You wait the whole movie for so bad it's good moments. But at the end of the day, this movie is the Power Glove. It's so bad.
I think this movie can be really funny. But only if you watch it with the right people.
If you choose to watch this alone, that's very sad.
Not unlike Ernie Hudson.
Ugh. You know, some of the martial arts were pretty good. Most of the fight scenes were stupid, but one or two weren't half bad. And the ones that aren't can be funny.
If anything, this movie could use more cheese. I miss the whimsy. It feels like no one's allowed to have fun in this movie.
And when they try to be funny, it's awful. Yamcha is the embodiment of this. He walks the line between quality cheese and full-on cringe.
You know, this movie is bad. But I think the worst part is that it's not memorably bad. I mean, it's a god-awful adaptation, sure. But it's just a forgettably bad movie. It's embarrassing that anyone protested or even boycotted this movie. It made no money, and it's been 5 years. There's thankfully never going to be a sequel. But boy, it was something.
It's the best iteration in the Kickboxer series, I'll give it that.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, Justin. It was great to have you.
Well, it was fun to work with someone who appreciates my talent and isn't using me for their own twisted goal.
Well, you're my friend, Justin. I'm not gonna latch onto your coattails. Your twill coattails with the gold piping.
Hey, if there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know.
Actually. So I said, Goku, let's make him white.
Thanks, Rock and Roll Panda!